Hi yogis, welcome to this feel good yoga flow with me, Haley. I'm going to begin today's class in child's pose. So go ahead and bring your big toes to touch, send your knees as wide as your mat, and sink your hips back as you reach your arms and your fingertips towards the top of your mat. Ground that space between your eyebrows, your third eye center, into the mat. Maybe gently massaging it by rolling your head from side to side. Inhale, reach your fingertips further towards the top of your mat. And exhale, really sink those hips towards your heels. Stay connected with your breath throughout class. It is your grounding force in life. It will keep you present and mindful and can be a useful tool whenever you need it. On your next inhale, make your way into Sphinx pose, coming down onto your belly, lifting the heart and coming up onto your forearms. Softly close your eyes as you just feel your breath move in through your nose, fill up your lungs, and out through your nose. Maybe you notice its coolness as it comes in and its warmth as it leaves your body. On your next exhale, push yourself back into puppy pose, sending your hips high, trying to meet your chest and your chin with the mat. Have a slight arch in your low back, and your fingertips are reaching forward. You can come up onto your toes, tuck those toes under, or let the tops of your feet make a connection with the mat, whatever feels more comfortable for you. And slide all the way forward onto your belly, bringing the tops of your hands by the bottom of your rib cage. Push up into cobra pose. You could keep a bend in your elbows if it feels comfortable for you. On your next exhale, push back into a narrow child's pose, bringing the knees to touch. An option to let your arms hang by your side. And again, just grounding that third eye center into the mat, closing the eyes, and releasing any energy that doesn't serve us as we surrender to our mats. On your next inhale, just slowly rise up to a kneeling position. Tuck your toes under and let your hips and your sit bones rest on your heels. Place one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. And focus on taking deep inhales into your belly, in through the nose, and exhales out through the nose. You should notice that only the hand that's on the belly is rising as you work to deepen these inhales. A lot of times we don't use our full lung capacity to breathe. So when we can mindfully deepen our breaths, it's a good opportunity to do so. Leaving your hands exactly where they are. Your next breath, just go ahead and untuck your toes, and again, sit back on your heels. I'm going to share with you a quote from the Buddha. It goes, "Thousands of candles can be lit from a single candle, and the life of the candle will not be shortened. Happiness never decreases by being shared." Again, it is thousands of candles can be lit from a single candle, and the life of the candle will not be shortened. Happiness never decreases by being shared. You have an infinite supply of happiness and love within you. And by sharing this happiness and love, you will only find that more happiness and love come into your life. You are infinite. You are limitless. Let these affirmations follow you throughout your practice today. You can repeat in your head, I am infinite, I am limitless. Your next breath, go ahead and transition into tabletop. Take some mindful big circles here. So you're sending your hips forward to one side, back towards your heels, and back around till you make your way to your starting position. If you'd like, you can arch your spine on your inhales and round it on your exhales. So as you inhale, drop the belly, look up as you come forward. Then when you send your hips back, round the spine and exhale. Moving nice and slowly and staying connected with your breath here. When you're ready, you can go ahead and reverse the circle, going the opposite direction. Taking any organic movements that feel good. Just moving with those. Inhale, arch spine, and exhale, round the spine. Go ahead and take one more circle, and then meet back in a neutral tabletop when you're ready. Inhale the right arm up to the sky, opening your chest. Exhale, thread the needle. You can extend your left arm out in front of you or reach around for your hip crease for a bind. Close your eyes and breathe into this gentle twist. Bring your left hand back underneath your shoulder blade. Inhale the right arm up to the sky. And then switch it out. Left arm reaches up to the sky. Exhale, thread the needle. And again, taking whatever variation you'd like with that other arm, either reaching your right arm forward or wrapping it around for a bind. Mindfully send your breath to your spine. Send oxygen and healing powers all throughout your low back. Bring that right arm back down to the earth. Inhale the left hand high. Exhale, tabletop. Tuck the toes, send your hips high, downward facing dog. Go ahead and pedal it out. Take whatever movement feels good. Maybe it's bending into one knee and then the other. You can twist each knee across your body a little bit. Get deeper into your hips. As you are ready, we'll find a static down dog, sinking those heels closer to your mat. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step your feet wide of your hands, toes pointed outward for Malasana, letting your hips drop in between your heels. You could take a block or a pillow and place it underneath your hips if that helps. using your elbows to drive your knees wider, hands at heart center. In your next inhale, send your right arm up to the sky and send your gaze up towards your right fingertips as you leave your left hand over your heart. Come back to center, and then we'll switch it out, inhaling your left fingertips up to the sky. Exhale back to center. Hold Malasana for another breath. Then you can plant your hands and step it back into downward facing dog. Inhale to look forward. Exhale, tiptoe your feet, little step by step until you reach your hands. In a forward fold, you can go ahead and take ragdoll by reaching for opposite elbows, letting your upper body hang heavy and sway from side to side. To keep a nice bend in my knees here, release any tension from my low back. You may go ahead and release your hands to the earth now and slowly begin to make your way into mountain pose, rising up one vertebrae at a time, letting your head and arms hang heavy until you make your way into standing. Inhale your arms high and exhale your hands to heart center. Again, bringing your attention to those affirmations. I am limitless. I am infinite. Inhale your hands back to the sky. Exhale, cactus arms, mini back bend. Inhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Step it back into plank pose. Move through a chaturanga by shifting forward to your toes, lowering halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. On your exhale, you can step or hop there. Inhale, halfway lift, find a flat spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, nice and slowly, into your mountain pose. Inhale, sweep the arms high as you draw the right knee up to find crane. Bring the left hand to the outside of your right knee and send your right arm back for a nice twist and crane pose, keeping your balance, engaging your core. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, step it back, crescent lunge, squaring off those hips so that they are square at the top of your mat. And drop your back knee and find Anjaneyasana. You can send your hips forward as you squeeze your glutes. Inhale the heart to the sky, mini back bend. Exhale, bring your torso forward for half splits as you straighten through the front leg. Refine the bend in your front knee as you make your way back through plank and move through your vinyasa flow. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Do the same thing on the other opposite leg. So inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or float there. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up slowly into Tadasana. Sweep the arms high as you lift your left leg into high crane. The right arm meets the outside of the left knee and you send your left arm back, maybe taking your gaze over your left fingertips. Engaging your muscles to maintain balance. Inhale, crane. Exhale, step it back, crescent lunge. Drop the back knee, asana, sending the hips forward, squeezing the glutes. Inhale, chest to the sky. Exhale, half splits. Inhale to move through your vinyasa flow, moving through chaturanga, then we'll meet in downward facing dog. Inhale your right heel to the sky, three-legged dog. Find a hip opener here, drawing that heel to your glute. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. And as you rise up, drive your left knee into high crane. I'm going to give you two options here. The first option is figure 4, crossing that ankle over your thigh and sending your hips back as you sink into the stretch. The second option, if this is accessible to you, you can cross your ankle over your thigh closer to where your hips are, and then drop down into toe stand, slowly sinking your hips lower as you reach your fingertips for the earth, and dropping into a balance on your toes. You can remove your hands from the earth and challenge your balance in toe stand, or leave them kickstanded at either side for support. An option is to just bring one hand to the heart and leave the other on the earth, or challenge yourself in whatever manner you see fit. Exit the pose the same way you came into it, coming back into that high crane position. Then go ahead and shake out your legs. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, cactus arms back bend. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Stepping your way back into downward facing dog, we'll switch out the legs. Inhale, left heel towards the sky. Exhale, hip opener. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it through low lunge, immediately rising up into that high crane. Right knee drives towards your chest. And then taking those same variations, either figure 4 or challenge your balance with toe stand by bringing that foot up closer to your hip. If that's not accessible to you, just hang out in figure 4. They're both wonderful stretches to get into your glutes and challenge your balance. Finding a drishti, a spot on the floor in front of you to gaze at, will help you to balance. And as you are ready, gently leave the pose the same way you got into it, shaking out your leg. We'll meet in mountain with our arms lifted. Exhale, gentle back bend. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, fold. Inhale, squat and curl ball pose. Coming onto your toes, wrapping your arms around your shins, or keeping your hands planted on the earth. Tuck your chin to your chest and close your eyes for a breath. As you are ready, drop your heels and sink back to your hips, coming into a seated position. Legs extended in front of you. Cross your left leg over your right, and then hug it close into your chest. You can leave your right arm wrapped around your leg. An option to kickstand your left fingertips behind you. Inhale to find a long straight spine. Exhale to twist. Option to cactus your right arm if you'd like, or just leave it wrapped around your leg, pulling it into your chest. Exhale, come back to center. and switch it out. Sending your legs straight, shake them out for a second. And then bring your right foot and cross it over your left leg. Again, really hugging that knee into your chest. The left arm will remain wrapped around your leg as you kickstand your right fingertips behind you for the twist. Inhale to find a long spine and exhale to twist. And then coming back to center, shaking your legs out for a second. Begin to lower one vertebrae at a time. Make your way onto your back in a supine position. Inhale your arms above your head. And exhale, we'll find banana pose, rolling over to our left side. Bring your legs and arms at a 45-degree angle out from the mat. So you're in a position that kind of looks like a banana. This hollow body position. Letting your head rest on your bicep, eyes closed. As you are ready, rolling through center, we'll just switch it out. Coming into a banana asana on our right sides. Again, letting that head rest on your bicep like it's a pillow. Rolling through center. Hug your knees into your chest and just rock and roll. Give that low back a massage from side to side. Option to come into happy baby here. Drawing your knees towards the mat as you keep that rocking motion from left to right. You can straighten your legs or leave them bent. On your next inhale, hug your body into a tiny bowl of energy, bringing your forehead towards your knees. Exhale, release into your mat. Coming into your final posture of class, Shavasana. As you let all of the negative energy release from your body. With every inhale, you're filling up with love and happiness. With every exhale, you're letting go of any emotions, thoughts, or feelings that don't serve you, that you'd prefer not to have lingering around in your mind or body. And one more time, I'll read you that quote from the Buddha from the beginning of class. Thousands of candles can be lit from a single candle, and the life of the candle will not be shortened. Happiness never decreases by being shared. A powerful quote from the Buddha that helps us remember that we are infinitely full of love and happiness. We always have it within us that we can tap into, and we should not fear sharing our love and happiness with the world around us, with the people around us. For what we give will always remain. And it's a very powerful and beautiful thing to be able to share these gifts that bring us joy. I'll leave you here in Shavasana. Thank you for joining me today in this beautiful practice. Namaste.